for our quarter 50 cents, which is our limit. So gonna take a minute to find somebody here. I think we're just gonna open all the decent looking tables up, and then whatever the first seat happens to be that opens up, we're gonna take it. So let's grab all of the ones that have above 80% flop scene. It'd be great if we could get into that 100 game, but we're gonna take any seat we've got here. Any one of those will be just fine. Oh, there we go. Boom. That was fast. Let's go. All right. Don't love the fact that we got the green tag seat, but because he was probably the one making it such a sweet game, but this guy, maybe he'll also make it a good one. But yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody, for yet another PLO 50 cash game. And gonna see if we can run it up a little bit. Had a pretty good night on Sunday. We got $33 out of that $11 ticket we had, so see if we can keep it rolling tonight. We're right smack in the middle of where we need to be playing the $50 game. We've got $1,500 and change in addition to what we've got sitting in front of us at the moment. So, yeah, about 10 binds of getting to the next level up, 10 binds for going to the next level down. So we'll see what we can do here tonight. Try to get some reads from these people in the moment. Oh, and turn my music on. Can't forget to do that. Get some chill beats here, because anytime you're playing PLO, anything that can help you chill is good. Because this game gets totally crazy. Looks like we may be giving this person a green tag shortly, because not only did he buy in short, he has limped both times that we've seen so far, so even though it's a lot more defensible to be calling the blinds in Omaha as opposed to Hold'em, it's still usually not what you want to be doing necessarily. Or at the very least, you should be putting in some races when you've got position. And possibly if you simply have a good hand. Yeah, that's not exactly the kind of hand you want to be playing either. It's very deceptively bad. Both suits are bad, so you're putting yourself in a tough spot even if you do manage to hit that flush. It's not the type of hand an experienced Omaha player would be wanting to play. So I think it's safe to give him a green tag at this point. But he is the only person that may be making this a good game, so we may actually be looking for another seat shortly here. We're seeing a lot of folding from the other people, which again, we'd much prefer seeing lots of calling so that we can play a lot of hands in position. That's not what we're seeing out of these people. But also that was a small sample size, so it is entirely possible if we sit here for another couple orbits, we'll see a little bit more calling from the other players at the table here. But let's also take a look at the other options we've got here. I need one of those three, should be good. That one I don't want to go in, and that one either. I do not want to go in that one either. Now, the number of flops seen also has something to do with the fact that it's heads up. You don't want to be playing a lot of hands out of position heads up, so it's not a surprise that is not very high. 60% is still decently high when your heads up, but okay, we're playing this one. This is very nice. Look at that. Gonna play it for a raise as well, and we have seen a few limps out of him. We may be giving him a green tag at some point, but we need to see a little bit more before we're confident in that. Okay, top and bottom pair. There's already a straight on the board. We also have a gut shot to the 10. We're going to check it, see what the next card is. We now have 3 pair, but also king 10 is us straight. We're going to try to check, and I think there's a chance our 2 pair is good here. I may put a small token bet in here, try to get called by a worse 2 pair. I'm going to go 155. See if we can get something like Queen Jack or Jack 9 to call us. going to probably give it up if we get check raised. Alright, very nice. That's probably what happened. Good deal. Good. That's a good start for us. Very nice pot there. Picked up a couple of calls and a nice little token bet on the end. Always nice when you start with a win, so happy about that outcome. As I said, we do have this person calling quite a bit, so it's very possible he will also be receiving a green tag in the near future from us. And if anyone is unaware, green means go for me, so that usually means the type of person that's going to be taking a lot of looks and folding if they miss. That is exactly the type of person we'd like to play against, particularly if we have positions, so we are happy to see that type of player at our table. Bam! Also, it's important to note that they have 2 cards too, though, so... especially in this crazy game. They have 4 cards, in fact. They have twice as many cards as 2. Hold'em, they would only have 2. Here they have 4, so it's actually pretty easy for them to catch something. Which is one of the things that makes this game a fun game, honestly, because unlike in Hold'em where pocket aces, pocket kings are going to win heads up about 80% of the time, you are going to have a pretty good shot, almost any 4 cards against any 4 cards in this game, to catch up. That doesn't mean you're going to win the big pots, but you may indeed find yourself winning the hand. And if you were watching on Sunday, that was an interesting spot. We actually had a hand where we had pocket aces, got it all in pre-flop, and got called by like queen 10 7 something something, like pretty garbagey hand, and he managed to hit 2 pair, and you know, that happens. You're probably not actually supposed to fold there once you've put in as much as he did at that point, even if you have total garbage, because it's rarely going to be less than 2 to 1 for you to win pre-flop. But that still doesn't mean if you can't get it in with aces pre, you shouldn't do it. Still a great move to make because you are still ahead. It's still aces. It's just not nearly as far ahead as it would be in Hold'em. Basically, instead of being like more or less a hand that's going to hold up pretty well, be very difficult to catch up to as it would be in Hold'em, it's actually not so hard to catch up to in this game. You've got 4 chances to make 2 pair, and you've got 5 cards that might match you, so you just have to hit 2 out of the 5 of them, which is actually easier than you might think when you have 4 cards. And that's in addition to any straight draws or flush draws you might have, so always a lot of possibilities. That's one of the things that makes this game so interesting. Yeah, like I said, we're probably limp this one. It's not great. We're gonna have to be kind of careful depending on what happens here, but there's definitely some possibilities. We hit middle pair, not such a great one. I'm not gonna call a bet here. We were looking for more something like 4-6 for a wrap. 9-10 would have also given us a sucker wrap, which we would have at least called 1 bet with. I'm going to bet this now because I'm assuming that no one has anything, so I'm going to bet $1 and try to fold everybody out. We may continue if we're called here, depending on what happens, because I'm not expecting a pair of 8s to be good here. That is a flush draw. We have 2 pair now. And now we are in a very difficult spot. I'm not sure where we're at all. But I feel like if he's got anything, we're screwed. 2 pair is not going to be good enough here. I'm going to check it. I'm going to see what he does. I'm probably going to fold if he bets. Because, as I said, I'm not expecting 2 pair to be good here at all. So, yeah, you can just have it. Not necessarily expecting much good to happen for us there. Alright. am expecting something good to happen to us here. We do have some pretty good options. This would be one I'd probably limp if I were out of position, and I may even fold. Our flush is not going to be great, and 2 pair is not necessarily anything to write home about. We're looking for a set, really, to make it good. And with the deuces, we're not going to get a good one very often. That puts a straight on the board. I still may want to call a bet here. We do have an overpair, that's something. With the pink tag, our opponent may bluff. And if not, we're going to check it and see what the next card is. It's nice, okay. I'm inclined to check here again. Pair of queens may be good. Not really necessarily expecting us to be able to fold anything better out at this point. Okay, 8 ace, that's too bad. That's fine. I'm going to limp this one. We have a early entry here, often denoting that they are a recreational player, and they are likely to call any raise we make here, which we'd rather not do. It's a pretty good one, definitely one I want to take a look at. It's got a pair, and it's got 3 cards in a row. We now have middle set, which is nice. Things may get awkward here depending on how... We're going to just go with that if he goes all in, because he's got not much behind him. So we're going to be going with this against that guy. You know, maybe he has pocket kings, if so, good for him. But we're going for it all here. Also happen to have a flush draw. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Good. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Got the shorty. Very good. Yeah. Hello. How's it going, Apex? Good to see you. Very nice to see you. Yep. Happy to have at least one flesh and blood human in the room chatting, so that way I can feel like I got somewhat of an audience here. So thank you so much for coming. Except for you may have already left. Oh man, that's very sad. I did not get to chat in time. Womp womp. Yeah, that's also one of the disadvantages to the short delay. Well, not super short, 7 minutes. One of the disadvantages to the delay is that if we do manage to find ourselves in a hand, it may not look like we're doing anything when in fact we are. So if I do end up missing you, my bad. I will get to you as soon as I notice. Oh, you are back. Very nice. Cool. Make sure I get a little chat in there before I call with this one. We're going to play it for sure. We're not going to get married to it at all. Again, as I mentioned the other times I've been playing, unlike in Hold'em, Pocket Kings is not something you're going to be loving to see necessarily. It doesn't mean you're folding. Obviously, we played that one, and we will very happily play it again, but you're more looking for the set or something along those lines. I am going to play this one as well. Again, it's not great. It's deceptively bad. But it still has a suited ace. We still have the second Broadway card with the 10, which gives us the gut shot with the king in this position, so that's not bad. We don't have position on these people, so it's going to be tough to play it. We are going to hope for another free card and get either a diamond or a king. Alright, not going to get it. That's okay. We're going to fold. Yeah. Good to hear. Alright, yeah, like I said, hope you enjoy me playing this crazy 4-card game, Apex. It's, I enjoy it, and I hope you do too. Do I still remember you? Boy. And now I'm trying to remember, were you the person who was hanging out when we were streaming before? If so, that's so cool. Yeah, if so, that's super cool, because, yeah. I was actually wondering where you were, believe it or not. Like, I was like, man, there was that one person who was, like, hanging out I had like one person who was like pretty interested in what we were doing, even before I had the setup in the basement here. So, yeah, like happy to see you again. And yeah, as you can see, we've leveled up a little bit in the last few months since we've been off. We've got some music going. We've got a little bit better lighting here in the basement. I've got a funky picture back there from FurCon. We have a full house as well here, which is spectacular. In particular, since our opponent is betting, and we will raise that up because we should be ahead here a very good amount of the time, and it's very possible our opponent has pocket twos for the underboat. In fact, we have the current nuts, so let's go 12. Let's go 12, 15. We're hoping to get it all in. We're hoping somebody has pocket twos for the worst boat, because that seems like a very possible thing to happen here. Or we're hoping the other person with the worst queen is going to go with it. We're also vulnerable, so we are okay folding out something like ace queen or king queen. All right, I'm going to go 1950. We're just making an easy shove on the river here. If our opponent wants to check raise, obviously we're going to go with it since we still have... It's the second nuts at this point, but it's pretty unlikely our opponent will have queen 8. Okay, very good. And we have pocket aces. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's great to see you again, man. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I was legit wondering where you were. Yeah, we have top set again. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go 5 1/4. It's not super likely our opponents are going to call us unless they happen to also have a set, in which case spectacular. We may well be able to get it all in. Oh yes, that's a beautiful thing. Let's go. This is looking like set over set, and we are loving life. We should get this last 850 in here almost certainly. Hope that there's... Yes. Bam. Yeah. Already up a buy-in. Yes, this is a beautiful thing. Let's go. Let's go. Now we'll actually play this hand as well. 8-9 would give us a wrap. We'd be happy with that. Even more happy with 7-8-9, since that would give us a straight with a set and give us a strong redraw against anybody else's Jack 10. But none of that happened. We're sad. Sad with this hand, that's okay. Now I'm trying to remember what we were talking about with Canada. Was it talking about moving there? I don't know. It's also true that the casino across the river is the only one that has poker going right now. The Seneca Casino in the Falls no longer is running, and at this point I have a very hard time imagining that they are coming back, because it's been about 2 years since it's opened up, and I think that's enough time for them to have made a decision that we're not bringing this back. Yeah, like I said, most unfortunate that the Seneca Casino doesn't seem to be running poker anymore, but fortunately Casino Niagara is, and that's neat. It's also kind of fun that my poker bankroll for live is a completely different currency than I use in my everyday life, so that's pretty cool. Almost like Pokerland fun bucks, like going to Disneyland or something. For beauties. Not sure what that means. Remind me what that means. But yeah, very happy to see you again. Like I said, I thought we had a thing going a little bit, you know, like you were the one person who was showing up on a pretty regular basis, so I was very appreciative of that, and very happy that you're coming back to see me again now that I've restarted things here. How spicy is that for me? Not super spicy. I only have a pair. Pair with a gut shot. I may still call a bet here, depending what happens. We also now have the straights. I'm going to bet and protect that straight. Things may get very awkward if we're called here, but we're not. Good. Very good. That was exactly what we were looking for there, to be perfectly honest. If he calls there, he can put us in a lot of trouble. Represents any flush that comes, and that's going to be a lot of the time since there are two potential flushes there. Right, baby girl? Meow meow. You're so cute. I don't know if you were around before. Leah, I don't know if this kitty was around last time. Talking about my country. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Her beauties, yes. I was confused for a second. I'm like, whoa, what? Whose beauties? You meant the country's beauties. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, we're playing that. I'm going to play 4 rays as well. May not want to do that necessarily, depending on how loose this guy is. Because we don't want to be playing a lot of hands out of position. But that's going to make it pretty easy if it's a family pot. Especially since we have missed almost entirely. 3 is a gut shot. So we have a gut shot to the sucker straight with a backdoor flush. Not so great. Yeah, I've always had a good time every time I've gone there. Like I said, the falls is right there. It's really fun to walk across the bridge. We now have an open ender to a better straight. What do I want to do here? Our backdoor flush will not be getting there. Okay, well that makes it easy. We're going away. No problem there. We are just going to let these two guys fight over that. I don't want to put a significant chunk of our stack in. With an open-ended straight in Omaha and no flush draw. So we are just getting out of the way there. Easy peasy. And he'll take it down. Very nice for him. Okay, that makes it easy. Once again, we're just going to say no to that one. There's really not too much going on there for us. It's one of those 2 decent hold'em hands, but not going to be good in Omaha. This, however, still aces. Still good. I may be going to just try to spike it all in here, depending on if we get a couple more calls. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the pump and shove here, so we are going to repop this and probably just try to get it all in or something. I don't love the fact that he's in the pop, though. That's the only part that makes this a little bit awkward. Because we're still going to have... Alright, well... We got enough of a hand here. We're just going to go with it. We're going all in here. You're not making us go anywhere. We've got the flush draw and the straight draw and aces. Let's go. You know, like, you're not making us fold. Nothing you can do to do it. All right, great. We'll just take it down. That's a beautiful thing. Yes. Very nice. We are having a nice red hot start here. Up to buying and change. Yes, let's go. Let's go. All right. Gonna make things a lot easier for us, especially if the second person folds, because that means we just win the hand. So that's good. Yeah, I've never been out west in Canada. I've been out west a couple times in the States. I actually have skied in California as well with family, so that was pretty cool. I got to see Tahoe, and it's fun to see real skiing too. Like Kissing Bridge, Holiday Valley, they're pretty neat. Holiday Valley is very nice, but it's also not that much of a vertical. I don't know. Maybe it feels like you got to travel to get real skiing. I guess. Maybe it's one of those you get spoiled at home and it's just what's here. Boy, this is crappy and I'm not gonna play it. 3:26 a.m. right now. Nice. So you're in Europe. I forgot about that. Is that Britain? I think. Definitely jealous of all of GG Poker and Poker Stars. Can't get that here, and that's a bummer. I don't know if they'll ever come here or not. I feel like we're pretty much stuck with the awkward 50 states thing at this point. And that's okay. We got this site. This site's a good one. Can't complain about it. Lots of free chips. Nobody I know has had any trouble getting paid out of this site, so that is nice. However, it would still be even nicer to have some legit legal sites. I mean, this is still a legit legal site, but it's kind of a loophole-y thing they got going on, so it's always in the back of your mind that at any point that loophole may close and then everything will be shut down. But like I said, they've been running for a while. They've had sponsorships on, like, for MLB they had one, they had like a NASCAR for a while, so I think that if they were going to get shut down, it likely would have happened at this point. As I said, I definitely recommend this site, particularly over ACR. That site is brutal. So much harder than this site. I would say like the 2 cent, 5 cent game on ACR plays about like the 25, 50 cent game for Hold'em on this site. Much fishier. And I think one of the major reasons is, of course, this free Get Coins button. The free 310 a week keeps the casual players in the money. Ooh, that's a nice one. Let's go. Alright, let's see where this one goes. Could be a lot of potential here. Ace-Jack would be great, particularly Ace-Jack of Spades. Yeah, no, sleep is good. Like, I very much appreciate you joining my stream, but sleep is important. Please don't not sleep. We're going to check that as well as we type this out. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. Yep, that'll do it for sure. Those nappy naps can get you. So we have absolute garbage and everybody checked, so I'm gonna try a bluff. Let's do 375. Hopefully this works, and if not, we're probably gonna take another shot. But it did work. Beautiful. Very nice. Gonna fold this. Not much going on there. Yeah, like I said, like I very hard. I appreciate your support a ton. Also, as I said, don't not sleep. Sleep is good. So yeah, that Saturday morning, I'm gonna be doing that every week. So that could be a more convenient time for you to join me. For you specifically, Apex. But as I said, if you're here, if you can't sleep, I guess feel free to stay and hang out. But yeah, that's not a great pattern to have, though. Yeah, but do you work nights? I could do it too, for sure. I know my mom was working nights for a while, and a couple of my friends do as well. Over in Ithaca there. Fold. No, to be honest, I'm more a night person myself. It's Oh, okay. Oh boy, that's not a good sign. You're just staying up all night. Okay. Not playing that crap. Bad hand is bad. Yeah, definitely get tough if you're getting into a pattern where you're staying up all night, though, to get out of that if that's a goal. But believe it or not, sometimes you can surprise yourself. Like, for at least for a few months at least, I was getting up nicely at around 6 a.m., getting to the gym in the morning. I have unfortunately since fallen out of that habit completely. Trying to start it back up again, but yeah, tomorrow's another day, so let's hopefully make it happen then. Yeah, like I said, I was surprised I was able to do that. Sometimes all it takes is just you get one day and then tell yourself the next day, okay, this is the most important day because now it's 2 in a row. And then the next day you tell yourself, all right, this is the most important day because now it's 3 in a row. And then the next day you tell yourself, all right, this is the most important one, 4 in a row. And again, the 5th day, tell yourself, all right, if I can get this, it's the entire week, let's go, let's do it. So if that's a goal, that could be a good way to get yourself motivated, which has always been a challenge for me, unfortunately, but that's why any trick you can take, any trick you can find, I'll take it. That would have been one of the very few flops we were happy with. Not going to play this chunky hand. It's a Badoogie. The pair is small. The cards are all over the place. So no straights happening, no big sets happening, no flushes happening, and that's no good. And this is also no good. 3 of a kind is bad in this game. You can only use 2 of them. If this were World War Cake Farts, boy howdy. That is our home game where 3, 6, and 9s are wild, and you can use all 4 of your cards. So this would actually be somewhat of a decent start for World War Cake Farts, since we already have 4 of a kind. But outside of that game, this is not so good. And that actually is interesting, because I always tell myself, oh, unless it's 3 wilds, I'm not happy with it in that stupid game. But I have now found, through this moment, another hand I might be willing to play, which is the 4 of a kind in hand, as any wilds will give you 5 of a kind, and then 6 of a kind, and then 7 of a kind, because that game is ridiculous and we made that a thing. So yeah. So the moral of the story there is, if you have a home game and do dealer's choice, be willing to make up crazy games, because sometimes they're a lot of fun. And at the very least, they'll give you something to talk about with your buddies. So it's always a good time. This hand's pretty garbage. I'm going to call anyway. Because hopefully he'll fold and we'll have position against these guys. And if not, there's still some things that can be good for us here. Something like 6-8 would be nice. We're going to have a short SPR here, so we're probably going to go with like a good flush draw, but that's nothing. So we're going to fold. We've got nothing good here. We've got our opponent didn't bet and we have 2 pair. I'm going to check because that 2 pair may be good. Maybe good here. I may even call a bet. We're probably going to go check call. No reason to suspect our opponent necessarily has it. We do have 2 pair. It's a bluff catch. Oh, okay. He had a straight. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, that'd be super fun, man. Yeah, I've never been to Japan. It definitely would be a cool place to go. I haven't been to England either. Only country outside of North America I've been to is Germany. Yeah, that was a fun trip. I went with my family after high school. And we visited some family there, so that was pretty neat. So yeah, we actually have family in Frankfurt, and we have family in the Bayerischen Wald. And that was definitely an interesting contrast, because like in Frankfurt, I will tell this story after this hand. And also after talking to Apex here. That sounds super fun, man. That'd be super fun for sure. Also very expensive. I don't know if I see myself ever doing that, but maybe someday. I need somebody to go with for sure, though. And that is one of the bummers about being single. That's all good, though. Not really too concerned about that at this point in my life, to be perfectly honest. If it happens, great. If not, whatever. But yeah, that was a super fun trip. Germany. Yeah, and it was neat to have family there too. Yeah, we saw, let's see, we saw Deutschen Eck. We went to, my family had a farm we were hanging out at, and they had a shooting range on the top of their barn, which was cool. Gonna call this one. We saw a little bit of, what am I playing here? I should probably play this hand before I do this. Yeah. We saw the Glockenspiel in Munich. We saw Deutschen Eck. Let's see. River, what's it called? Convergence? I don't know, where they're all meeting there. River... I can't remember which rivers now. I should know. Oh well. Where's it? Bayerischen Wald, that one was. It wasn't Bayerischen Wald. No, Frankfurt, we went to the wine festival. There was like another festival going on in Bayerischen Wald that we went to as well. I remember because our cousin was like killing it at the shooting gallery, because they have the shooting gallery at the shooting range on top of their barns, so she was a crack shot for sure. We've got top 2 pair. That's pretty good. Top 2 pair. I may just spike it here. We're not going anywhere. Let me just call. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That looks like a set. Okay, I'll believe you. That looks more like a set to me. I'm out of here. Screw all of that. Or you just had the wrap. Oh, are you kidding me? I was winning? Oh, man. Good bet him. Wow. But my 2 pair. Man. Oh, well. Good bet. Wow. That was hilarious. Nice. I think that deserves a nice hand. That's funny. And that's the danger of having trusted an open-ender, I think is what he had there. Yeah, that's the danger of having trusted the open... Oh, he did have Jack Queen. Okay, he had the, he had a wrap. He had the sucker wrap. That's the danger of the sucker wrap. So he didn't... The other guy had the nut wrap. So, even if he hit, he was actually not going to win. It was pretty much drawing to a chop at that point. That's really awkward. And as I said, that is definitely one of the reasons to not necessarily go too hard with a sucker wrap. Can't remember where you are. Boy, I hope you're not in Russia or Ukraine. That'd be pretty a bad place to be right now. Definitely have both of those countries in my thoughts right now. In particular Ukraine, because, you know, they're the people getting invaded. But really hoping they win, no lies. So far they're going pretty good, but yeah, like I said, thoughts and prayers for sure for everybody in both of those two countries, because if you are Russian, it's not your fault that Putin's a jackass, so... Oh boy, yeah. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, like I said, it's not your fault, so... yeah, my beef is with Putin, not you. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you don't get roped into that whole thing, because that would not be good. Ooh, I'll say a prayer for you for sure on Sunday. Alright, we're going to pot this as well. Ooh, we got aces. It's bad aces, but it's still aces. So we got the flush draw as well, so there could be going places. Yeah, you're telling me you got a lot of problems, boy. Yes, you do. Right, we're going to check that. It's the sucker straight. Still the sucker straight, and our flush draw is busted, so that's not great. We do have the ace of clubs, though, so that's something. What am I doing? Oh, wait, we have a better straight. Ah, we have the 3-7. Haha. Alright. I actually think we're ahead here a huge amount of the time with the 3-7. We can also bluff the ace, or bluff the club. Alright, we're just going to check it. I don't think we're going to get another call from anything worse than this. The board pairing's a little scary, so good. Yes, we got it. Very nice. Yes, you do. Yes, you do have a lot of problems right now. I hope things work out. Because, yeah, that's not a good situation at all. Ooh, we've got bottom set, bottom trips. I'm going to check and call. Yeah, that's good. Very good to hear. Boy, I hope you can get out if you can. I'm going to play this hand before I respond to that, though. I think a check call may be in order. Let's see how big he bets. Probably going to call a buck or two. I don't think I want to call full pot, though. Yeah. I'm just going to give it up. I'm just going to give it up. Good bet. That's good to hear. That's definitely not where you want to be right now. There's no doubt about that. Oof. Definitely hope you managed to dodge it all here. Yeah, it's one thing to fade the flush draw. It's another thing to fade getting thrown into that. So I'm definitely happy to be in the good old US of A at this moment. Yeah, oh, I bet. Boy. Yeah, like I said, I hope you manage to stay out of it, because that is not where you want to be for sure. Alright, but where we want to be with this hand, we're going to call this. We're going to see where it goes. We also may be leaving the table shortly. Except for him. We may actually be okay playing with him. Gives us not much of anything. I may just bet if nobody else does, but somebody else did. We have the up and down straight draw to go with our 10s. That's not gonna be good enough. Yeah. No, like I said, I really hope you manage to stay out of all of that. Yeah, like I said, it's not your fault, so don't blame you at all. Alright, what do we got? We have nothing good. Yeah, like I said, I'm not, like I said, I don't blame you. I blame your leader, so I'm not mad at you. A lot of people put in a worse situation thanks to Putin there. I hope that this story doesn't get me in trouble, but my family is from Germany, as I mentioned, so one of the things that struck me with my grandfather when he was in the nursing home is that he was having some like mental issues, like he was having some senility kind of issues and confusion and all of that. And one of the few things that actually helped him was music. So like we would play music for him, and it would usually perk him up and kind of get him back to some kind of normal. But I remember one day I was there hanging out with him, and he was singing a song, and from what I could understand, it was a propaganda song for like when Hitler came to the Sudetenland, like all the Germans would be happy or something. So like it's one of those things where, like, you know, in a way he was a victim too, like, because he was brainwashed, and obviously not nearly to the degree that the people who lost their lives or their families in the Holocaust were victims, but to a lesser degree, even the people who live in that country are also victims of the dictators. So that's kind of what's going on in Russia right now, I think. So yeah, thoughts and prayers for you for sure. Yeah, no, like I said, that's not right. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, it's Putin's fault. Yeah, like I said, hopefully that'll wrap up in short order, but probably won't for a while, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said, it's, I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, that's a very good question. Crap! I forgot to set my. Oh man, I forgot to set my update. Son of a. All right. Well, we're just gonna go with it. Oops. Oops. It's still poker. That's still something. Whoopsie. Womp womp. This hand's also womp womp. We're not going to play this one. So So it turns out I forgot to set my thing to PLO cache. So, man. Whoops. Well, I'm playing with money from the Sunday 11. That counts, right? Maybe? No, not really. Oh well. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, thanks for coming, Flame. Definitely happy to. Oh, and you're gone already. Go. Come on, man. Well, apparently you're not in the stream chat. You're in the chat, but not the list of people. So maybe that's still catching up here. Should I play this? I should play it. Should I play it for Rays? No, I'm just gonna let it. I should still play it though. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. There's not really much that's gonna be good for us there. We pretty much only need a queen. It's maybe a good spot to bluff though, because we have the queen. Blocks the straight. Sure, let's do that. 110. See if we can take it down with a bet here. Yes, we can. Very nice. Alright, Flame, now you're counting in the stream chat too. Very good. Yeah, definitely happy to see you again, Apex, especially since it sounds like you got a pretty tough situation going on there, so glad you've taken some time out of your evening to give my stream a watch again. And like I said, hopefully things will turn around soon over there, so hopefully you'll end up being okay in the end. And I think once the war ends, things will get better too, for you guys too. Like, I do expect something better to come along. Who knows what, but I'm very confident that what comes next is going to be better for you guys. Nope, not playing this crap. Flame, I don't think you ever told me what job you got. I think it sounded like you might have been back at the bowling alley, but I don't know if that's true or not. This hand is Garbo. We're not playing that. Okay, so we are back at the bowling alley. Cool. Is that the same one you were at before? If so, it sounded like you had a good situation there, to be perfectly honest. Like, it sounded like they liked you. It sounded like you had a good connection with the owners. Like, you know, don't poo-poo that job. Like, I think that it could go places. Ah, okay. That's still good, so cool. I was actually kind of like, I am going to say this, I was actually like partly hoping that you were still at the same place because it sounded like they liked you there, but that's okay. We're gonna limp this one. It's actually very good. You know, it may even be good enough for me to raise, in spite of the fact that we're under the gun here. We're going to have to play it out of position, but it's so strong we're going to go for it because we have everything working in our favor here. We haven't had the flush draw, we had the straight draw and the aces, but sadly none of that actually worked out, but whatever. So we're not going to go with this any further. But it was strong enough that if we did hit something, we were going to be pretty happy with it, so that is one of the few times I will raise under the gun. Pretty much has to be like premium aces in order for that to happen, but we do so happen to have that. And also, one of the reasons that would have been cool is because you might have had a chance to like be a manager or something there, but it also sounded like you didn't have the best managerial experience in terms of how much you were enjoying things at the other place, so maybe that's not such a bad thing after all. It definitely is a different kind of job, so, and I've never done that either. Like, always been a underling kind of guy. I'm gonna play this one. Yeah. It's strong enough. 3 broadways plus suited ace. 2 pair. Well, we'll check and see where this goes. Goes nowhere great. Still think check. I'm gonna call a bet here. This could be a bluff now. Yeah, I'm gonna call that. That really sucks. That is unfortunate. That's okay. Well, like I said, dangers of playing out of position. That's how it's gonna go. And that's why you need a hand pretty much that strong to make it happen, because it's always gonna be awkward. Especially when we're in a 3-bet pot there. But as I said, that was still strong enough that it was worth going with. We did call when we were ahead, and fortunately our opponent managed to get there on the river, but that's fine. Can't. Ooh. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, that's understandable. And also, like, alright, we're playing this one. Double suited kings. We're gonna see where this goes. Gonna probably pot it if this guy does not bet. Expecting get it heads up against this person. Or that'll happen. Okay, well, that's a bummer. So we're gonna check this. We've got pair of kings maybe doing something for us. Yeah, no want manager. LOL, I'm definitely the same way. I'm at that point too. I'll definitely let somebody else deal with people and their bullshit, so. Yeah, no. Let's just stay out of trouble with that one. Even a king is not going to be super great because that'll put us straight on the board, so we're just going to get out of the way there. That's an interesting card. See if we get some fireworks here. Got the boat. Yep. Yeah. We're gonna raise that. It's not great, but we do have position. We also now have top 2 pair. What's up? Yeah, let's go. We're gonna call your bet. We're also gonna bet it ourselves. Yeah, we're calling that. In fact, I feel like we're ahead a huge amount of the time. I'm just gonna call it though. We may earn another bet out of a call rather than a re-raise. I think I'm going to try a similar size bet that you just did. Let's go 135. He also maybe calls that better, but that's fine. We're just going to take it down. That's A-OK too. Alright, double suited kings with the ace. Happy with that start. Not so happy with that continuation. We may call a bet here anyway, though, because we do have the flush draw, we do have an overpair. That's a very weak bet. I'm going to call that on the assumption that you don't have it. That's interesting. We could try a donk bet here. But I think I'm more inclined to just check and... Do I want to check call or do I want to put something small in? I think check call is still better here. I think check call is still better here. Maybe ahead. I'm gonna call, not expecting to win too many times. Yeah, okay, you did it. But I think we are at least winning the third of the time or so that we need to be winning there to break even. That's interesting. We've got a gut shot plus 2 pair. Again, I'm inclined to call a small bet like that. We now have a straight. That's good. That is the sucker straight, but still calling. I feel like we're ahead here a huge percentage of the time. I'm going to actually put in... That's actually the exact amount that I would like to call. Okay. Oh, choppy chop. Okay, then. That's A-okay. Nice hand. I will give the old nice hand to the split pot, as I enjoy doing. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely at that point myself there, Flame. Somebody else can deal with people and their bullshit. That's more or less where I'm at. I want the responsibility. I want to be able to leave. Like, all of these things are things that are more difficult to do when you're the manager. This is just good enough to play. 5-6 would be nice. 6-9 ooh-woo. We'd have a wrap with that as well. And 9-jack also would be something we're looking to have. None of those things happen, and we're going to be done with this hand if someone bets. Yeah. Interesting that he keeps betting small. That might just be what he does. So he favors small bets. Small bet size. It also could be a sizing tell as well. Because all of those times that we've seen him bet small, he has had a less than premium hand, so that is also very possible. They'll be observing him some more in the future to see if that is accurate. And if that is accurate, that means that he's got not aces here, I guess. No, we're not going anywhere for 50 cents, that's for sure. We didn't call just to fold for 50 cents. May fold here, though. I'm kind of liking a check here. Well, we have a boat now. That's kind of neat. I'm going to bet 115. I don't think anybody's got anything. Yeah. And I don't think we're getting another dime out of that pot. Alright. Have fun gaming, dude. Yes, we'll definitely need to have these to be with us in Omaha. We will most certainly need that. So far, so good. We're up, not quite a buy-in anymore, but so we've cooled off significantly from a ridiculously hot start. But that's okay. Still up, so can't complain about that. Every hand could be a good one. Again, we're going to get a pretty cheap look at it. You know what? Never mind. Screw that. Huh. Interesting. So the funny thing about calling a 3-bet with an ace is that somebody else may already have pocket aces, so your ace may not be playing. But in this case, we have position. And as I said, that's kind of a weak raise from him, so don't necessarily think. Yeah, I'm going to call this. Do I want to call this? Boy, it's really unfortunate that the SPR is so short. I don't want to call it with a gut shot. We have the overpair as well. We have the backdoor flush draw. I don't know if I want to give him credit for aces here, necessarily. This is the second time he's done that. Boy, I'm going to call one street and see where it goes. Could get the jack and make it easy on us. We do not. I don't know if I want to call a shove here, though. Yeah. Alright, you can have it. If it was a club, we were going to go with it, but it was not. Well. That's okay. Boy, that's another phrase. This makes me wonder if he's just a maniac. That could be. Could be the short stack, you eat every hand kind of guy. And that being the case, we're going to go with this because we have the open-ended straight flush draw. So, we're just going to go with this one. We have the open-ended straight flush draw, so, and an overpair, so, you know, if you want to get it all in, we're going with it. I'm A-okay with that. We have all sorts of things going on, even if he's got two pair. I think we may even be close to a head there. I'm just going to limp that one. Just going to limp that one. This guy seems to like to bet. And we'll see what he does here. Alright. Well, this will be a pretty easy one to play. It's going to be a short SPR. So pretty much if we hit something good, we're going with it. And if not, we're going to fold. And we have an open-ender with a pair and no flush draw. May already be behind Queen Jack. In fact, we may actually be getting smashed by Queen Jack, or sorry, 8 Jack Queen. So we're just going to get out of the way here. It's entirely possible our opponent already has the made straight with 3 draws to the same straight that we have. And also potentially the flush, so that is not where we want to be. We're not liking a pair of 7s there either, so let's just get out of the way and move on to the next one. Yeah, like I said, if any of you guys, Lurks, 19 Sticks, Lizzie Beth, Commander Root, Audicia, Alistra, OX2, any of you who are Flesh and Blood humans, please drop a message in the chat. Make me feel like I got somebody watching here. And if not, that's okay. Still appreciate that you're here giving me some support with this insane 4-card game of Omaha Hold'em. We're not going to play this hand if he raises. He did not. Good. And we got walkers. Very nice. Happy with all of that outcome. Definitely interesting there. Some very interesting notes there, because he's a shorty too. Short multi-table, if that is all accurate. I don't think I like. That's really an odd set of reads with the short stack there. I'm gonna even maybe say all of this may be old news. Because he's short now, which is, as I said, very strange. Because that's not exactly the type of thing you'd expect from somebody who's multi-tabling. I'll still keep the pink tag for now, though. Because that seems somewhat accurate. Shorting tight, seem accurate. We're not playing that crap. I think this guy may deserve a green tag at this point as well. He's been playing a lot of hands. He's been playing a lot of them for min raises. It seems like a recreational player kind of thing to be doing. The sucker wrap on that one. That was a really awkward board for us. If the flush draw would have added something to it, and we would have managed to get there, but yeah, this is a good hand. I'm playing it. Not going to raise it though. Still going to be out of position, which will make it very difficult to play. Not sure what I'm doing here. I'm folding to a bet, that's for sure. Yeah, not playing that. That's also a real bet too, from a person who has not had a tendency to make real bets. So I will be very interested to see what he has if we do get to showdown here. I would not be surprised if he has the made straight with 4-6, potentially with redraws. And if that's the case, he's going nowhere for sure. 3-5-9, he had 2 pair. Interesting. And again, we're playing this one. We got 3 Broadway cards, we got 2 suits. We're not going to be super thrilled about the suits unless the ace happens to come. So let's see if we can get the ace of diamonds or the ace of hearts to show up for us. None of those things happen. Okay, womp womp. We now have a straight, but the board's paired, so I'd rather check and call. And now I'm going to bet 175, half pot here, see if we can get trips or 2 pair to call. I'm still calling. You might have a boat. If you do, good for you. Okay, he did. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, also potentially at a worse straight too, so we're not losing every time there. We're only losing, as I said, probably most of the time where he's going to have a boat there, but I think he has not a boat enough of the time that a call is a-okay there. Maybe you're so sweet. Sure, I'll play this garbage. Don't feel like a raise because I feel like we're going to see 3 ways if we do that. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's great. Yeah. I don't think you have jacks here. Now we have a boat. Look at that. Wow. Let's go 215. Let's put our own tiny bet in here. That's all we're getting. That's fine. That may open up that play as a bluff somewhere down the line. Nope. Or at least it puts the idea in my head to give that a shot. I think the bet sizing tell may be very accurate here. See if we can build some reads on these other people as well. He started off very maniacal. It's also very possible he did legit have aces a couple hands in a row to start off there. I don't think we've seen him raise too much else since then, so alright, so now I'm going to give you credit for aces, but we also have an interesting enough hand to play here. Okay. Got the flush draw with a gut shot. SPR is not quite 10. Let's see what happens here. Alright, we have 2 pair now. I mean, that's not even a real bet. So if I was checked 2 here, I would check, so I'm going to call. I'm treating that as a check, effectively, because that's what it is. And, again, we have pot odds to chase the straight at this point, so we're going to call. I don't expect him to necessarily go anywhere, and we did it. Look at that! Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, put a small bet in here. Let's go 210. Hope to get a worse flush to call us. Beautiful. I don't necessarily. And the other reason I wanted to do that was that we're going to get a call from 2 pair there a decent amount of the time, or a set, in addition to a flush with the smaller bet size. Whereas the larger size, we're probably only going to get calls from a flush. And I wouldn't necessarily think that he had the flush draw with a small bet there. And if we do, it's like, if he does have a smaller flush, he's going to check it back a lot of the time too, so we're not even necessarily going to get value from the flush draw if we check. And if we do, he probably would bet about that size again, so I think that's about all we were getting out of that pot. Like, maybe if he's got the king high flush, he'll bet a little bigger, but I don't even know if that would be the thing I would expect there. Alright, we're not playing that. Key back, good. He is most certainly the target on this table. Rooster seems like they're a little bit more snug than we will be. Probably won't get too many hands against them. Again, we'd like to build some more reads from these people. Let's also take a look and see what other options I've got for seats. Like I said, I do. If he leaves, we may want to be skipping town, trying to find a better table to be sitting down at here. He does seem to be mainly the person we're here to play against. This is good enough to play, even if you've got aces. We do have 3 Broadway cards. We now have the nut flush draw. Check and see where this goes. We're not leaving for 1 bet, that's for sure. It's a very small bet. I could check raise here as well. I think I'd rather check call. That's interesting because that makes our straight more likely. Now, since we have no other way of winning, I'm going to bet 7. I'm going to bet 6 1/4. Attempt to get a full. No, we did not get a full. Wow, he did not believe us. Wow. Okay, good to know. Did not believe us at all. Wow. That's good to know. So that makes me think we might be able to get some value out of him. And that kind of makes me tempted to play this piece of cheese. Sure. Bottom 2 pair. Now it's awkward. Now it's very awkward. I mean, I'm not going anywhere for a buck. See what you do now. I don't think that's a flush. We also now have a boat. Let's see what happens if we bet 675 here. Is it going to call us with a flush? Good. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. And again, after that hand, I'm much more inclined to play this not so good hand. If we hit, we may manage to get value, so I'm going to give it a shot. But that's not a big enough hit. We're just going to get out of the way here. Got not much of anything going on there. Backdoor crappy flush, backdoor not so great straight. Might be interested if it was the 10 of hearts, but that would have given us the pivot card and some potential other stuff. This is not a good hand, but I'm gonna limp it. Since we will be playing against our opponent who does not believe us. But I will fold here. I will fold here. That's not a good one. I think he's had at least like a pair or an overpair when he's done that. Like I said, very bet sizey tell guy, so I am expecting small bets mean small hands and big bets mean big hands. So we will be able to get out of the way when he bets big. We will be able to take our... Oh, he's going. Okay, well, like I said, I think that's all I want to see at this table. Given all of that. Oh boy, I don't like out of position against deep stacked guys, so we're going to skip that. Really interesting that he managed to shorty multi-table and build a big stack on that other table. He seems to have a clue. I don't know why you'd buy in short if you have a clue, but whatever. Like it's no accident that he's gotten all these chips. Like, seems to be doing what he needs to be doing here. He's even raising his button. Like, yeah. Well, we're not going anywhere. We've got the button. We've got position, you see. Yeah, we're gonna bet that. We're gonna bet that. Hope to get a fold. Did not get a fold. We did, so it's straight on the board now. We're gonna continue betting because that's how we do. Hope to get a fold now. Did not. And I think I gotta bet it one more time. Let's go. 10.35. Yes. Yes. So good. Let's go. All right. Again, I am thinking of skipping to a different... Oh, that's where we're at. Huh. Well, I'm still playing this hand. Again, like I said, ooh, that's a nice one. We got spade draw. Blocking the straight. May try a check raise here. And now that we have the flush, we will be betting. We're going to be betting 295. Let's go 305. Let's go 305. Very possible the worst flusher call us, but everybody fold. That's okay. Definitely need to take a look at what this guy is doing. If it's not a good juicy target, we may be trying to abandon ship on this table, looking for greener pastures because things have not it's not looking like nearly as profitable a table as it was when the other guy was around. We are going to play this one though. I think I'd like to play for call. I'm going to concentrate on this hand rather than finding ourselves a new table for the moment. My expectation from an under the gun open is that you've got aces a huge percentage of the time there. So we have a potential straight, but that's not going to be good enough. We may be drawing dead here already. We're extremely thin with our pair of nines. So rather than do that, in particular when two other people call, we're just getting out of the way there. Highly possible that we may see a boat versus a flush here as well. So that could be gross. And my expectation at this point is that all the chips are just going to go in here. If that is the case, now I feel like it's less likely that he's got it. We'll see. Let's see. This is the one we're on, isn't it? Oh, it's not the one we're on. Let's see what we got. You know what? I think I am actually pretty okay taking that seat. Yeah, I'll skip to the other table. I don't love the fact that we're out of position against somebody with a tall stack, but we are in position versus the green tagged person, so that's what we're looking for. And also this person's been pretty tight, so I am not too disappointed being out of position against them. Would like a little bit more information based on how they're betting, but they do seem kind of snug. It's interesting to note that they did not open their button as well. So that leads me to suspect they may soon receive a green tag, depending on if we see a lot more limping out of them. Nope, not playing that. And we're definitely going to want some reach from this guy as well. Alright, that first table went pretty well, though. We were up about 40 bucks off of that one. Or is it close to 30? 30 to 40. Not so bad. Not quite a full buy-in, but pretty close to one. So that's a very nice first table for us before skipping to this one. Yeah, it's playable. It's about the bottom end of playable, but it does still have the 3 Broadway cards. You've got the suit, which may be good, so we are going to take a look. That's not what we're looking for, though. If we had something like the Ace of Diamonds, that'd be great, but we don't, so I'm out. And now I shall bet because I expect nobody to have anything. So I expect us to take it down a decent amount of the time here, at least often enough that a bet is worth it. And if not, we may be betting the river as well, depending on what shows up. That's not what we love to see, but yeah, we also don't love to see 2 calls. Okay, I guess we tried. Wah wah. Wow. Wow, you didn't even have anything. Huh. That's interesting. Did you even have a straight draw there? That would make sense if they did, because that was a very 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. They both had 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that could be. Oh, I don't think they did, though. Let me just roll back the tape on that one more time. Yeah, we're not playing that crap. Especially after they just saw that out of us. Alright, let's roll back the tape there. 6, 7, yeah, so 8, 9, 10. Okay, they did have the wrap straight there. Or the wrap draw, rather. Okay. Damn, one more bet would have done it, probably. Oh well. But yeah, 2 people, 1 person calling, I'll give it another shot. 2 people calling, no thank you. Also may want to dial down our bluff frequencies slightly after that very spicy bluff failed completely. And convert. Oh. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's too bad about the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just yeah. That is the thing about buying a new computer. It's just like, oh, I have to set it up. I could just play my game right now and not have to set something up. No, I tried, yeah. No, my ADHD instant gratification soul is definitely feeling that. This hand is pretty garbage. The fact that I have all the hearts is not good. That's 2 more hearts than we'd like to see. But we are going to get walkies. Great. That's a great outcome for that hand. In fact, we'll give walkies with this one too if that's what's in the cards. Yep. Oh, same. Big same, for sure. Big same. Need to get the, find that app that, like, does the delay stream and shows, like, what exactly the timing is on these, messages. This hand's actually good enough for me to raise, even though we're going to get a big family pot out of this. There's a ton of potential, and anything we get is going to be very eatable, so pretty happy inflating the pot right now. That'd be great if we could get a heads up. No, we can't. That's alright. Yeah, that's an unfortunate flop for us. None of the things we were looking for got there, so we're just going to check and take a free card. Hopefully get an 8 or a diamond or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's just nothing here. Yeah, that's too bad. That's okay. Yep, we missed completely. That's okay. Also going to play this one. 6-7 would be very nice. That would give us a wrap. I will attempt to get it heads up. And hopefully that'll work. It does work. And that's a pretty good flop for our hot garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna bet it. We have the 5. Hopefully you'll fold too. Yep, that's exactly what we were looking for there. Otherwise we're gonna have to keep betting, and boy, that's a little hairy after the last one we did, so... So just having him fold there was absolutely what we were looking for. I can't remember how long it took me to actually set this one up when I got it. I don't think I did it right away. I actually did call my cousin's husband, who is a freelance IT guy, and he hooked me up very nicely with some antivirus and some other setup stuff, getting my cores spinning up, so that was very good. Definitely would recommend his services if you happen to be in Buffalo. I'll try to remember what his last name was. Oh boy, I'm terrible. I'm sorry, Gary. His name is the same as mine, I remember that at least. Just... it's a Polish name, oh my god. Now I'm remembering it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Jaskevich, I think, but don't ask me how to spell it. Alright, we've got a pair with a bunch of backdoor draws. That's not going to be good enough here. You're going to check and fold out of position with a flop that has not hit us very well. Boy, that really makes me want to bet. I'm going to do it. We've got the flush draw and a pair, and we take it down. Great. That's exactly what we were looking for. Big girl, you're so cute. And this could go places as well. We're going to play that in spite of the fact that we are the small blind. Top pair with a backdoor flush draw. Let's check and see what develops here. There's a part of me that wants to call. I'm going to call and see what the next card is. Definitely take a look. Okay. It's not looking good. That's not looking good. I think we're gonna have to give that one up. It's not looking bad though. I don't know. If we were ahead on the flop, we were still ahead probably, but just not loving it. I think we're gonna find ourselves in some better spots than that one. We're looking for another card that would give us a straight draw or a flush draw on that to go with our pair. And again, we did have a spicy bluff a couple orbits ago, so I feel like they would at least be a little bit sus of any move we try to make there, so I'm going to skip doing that. My baby girl, you're so cute. You're such a good girl. More hot garbage. That's okay. That's when we'd play on the button or possibly on the cutoff, but not in early position here. Not in the hijack. Because you're not going to be able to make a lot of moves. And 6-7 is not going to give us a draw we're confident in. It's going to give us a sucker wrap. And if I'm out of position, I'd much rather have strong hands than I'm going to be confident shipping it if we hit. We're still not quite at the level where check raising is a common occurrence. That's pretty nice. Let's take a look with that. I don't want to raise it myself, but I'll certainly take a look. We do have a suit. We have a whole bunch of Broadway cards. Pocket Kings is nice as well. Definitely a lot of potential here. 10 Jack would be very nice. King would be nice. Something like King Jack or King 10 would be great. And we've got none of that. That's okay. I'm going to check and see what develops here. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully we get a free look at the next card and can reevaluate then. I don't think I have enough going on that I want to call this necessarily. So I won't. Well. Yeah, if we had any suits, any sort of piece of that, any straightening cards, we might have been, well, we're not even playing straightening cards, but if we happen to have something that would be blocking the flushes or some of the other draws, we'd be a little bit more confident in giving that next card a look, but the fact that we had none of that makes me want to just be possibly overly snug and folded. With a still pretty decent overpair, like, you know, still possible we were ahead there for sure, but yeah, the first back is always somewhat sus from the button, but still wasn't feeling that. Especially since he's looking like a green tag kind of guy. I'm also not sure that this green tag is supposed to be where he's at either. Oh, well, as soon as I say that, he limps. Okay, fine. Maybe you should be a green tag. I don't know. Be taking a few more looks at him there. This person's also multi-tabling, so that's something to note as well. Usually a sign that they're going to be of the tag persuasion. Not going to be playing that many hands, and also not going to be messing around too much. Alright, we're going to make a small raise, though. We're going to actually bet less than pot here, since we have two relatively tight players in the blinds. If we had a green tag in the blinds, we'd be raising bigger, but that is the more likely thing to happen than get a call, so we don't need to be betting the full amount there. If the most likely scenario is just picking up the blinds. That would have been the ideal flop for us. We would have had all the things. Yeah, 3 in a row is pretty okay. I'm gonna say no to it though. Yeah, that's why. Two pretty aggressive players on our left. I might have played it on the cutoff, but I think I'm gonna skip on the hijack / under the gun seat there. And that would have been our beautiful dream flop, but oh well. And that would have been a nightmare turning river. I don't think we were even going to get to the river on that one. I think our bet would have folded somebody out here. Alright, it's bad aces, but it's still aces. I'm going to take a look at least. I feel like I may need to check call here at least one street. Not necessarily going to buy that you have a set here. And we are ahead of most other things. We need to have a set of jacks or a set of sevens to really be ahead here, so I'm going to definitely call your bet if you're going to do that. We're not folding for one street. It's going to make you bet it twice. That does complete the 8, 9, 10 straight. I still think check call is the thing to do. I think we're going to go with check call one more time here again. Good. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Could also have been a spot to make a small donk bet on the river now that I'm giving it a second thought as well. But of course it's easier when you actually after you have to get to see their hand. I don't know. Getting re-raised there is terrible though, so that may be not something we should be doing. If they are of the tag variety, they may have that move in their playbook as a bluff. Nope. Complete garbage. Badoogie, pair of twos, not good. Interesting, so we're just very confused by him. Gonna have to pay some attention and see if we can figure out what he's about. Either he has done many things and that has confused us, or we don't have enough data on him yet. The other thing about Omaha too is that very high variance. Like when I was playing 4 tables multi-table on ACR for a little while, and a lot of the times what would happen is like on one I'd be a maniac, on one I'd look like a fish, on one I'd look like a tag, and on one I'd look like a complete rock. So Omaha is definitely a funny game like that, where it's always smart to give yourself an opportunity to reevaluate, given a few more hands where you think somebody's at. Because it's definitely possible to have a good string of aces, 9, 10, jack, queen, a bunch of hands that are worth re-raising and 3-betting, and then have it suddenly turn cold. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a hand. Wow. That is quite the hand. And shipping it was drawing dead there. Alright, we're taking a free look. It's not worth more than that. Top 2 pair, we're gonna bet that. Let's see if we can manage to get the folds out of here. That'd be good. We would love everybody to just fold right here, right now. We're going to be expecting to be called by a flush draw if calls are happening. We're not expecting many sets with the top 2 pair, and we're going to take it down right there. Great. That's what I wanted. In particular, I was not looking forward to them, either of them two calling, because they can put us in some tough spots potentially, but I feel like we'd be betting anything that did not compute the flush draw, given that board. Basically, I'd expect them to be calling with a flush draw more often than sets there, since we're blocking the top 2 of them. And the last one that's left is the 3rd one. And we're going to try to get the main to Spain here. See if we can get 5-6, that'd be cool. If he calls, we're going to just call. If everybody folds, we're going to raise, because now we can probably get a heads up against him. That's interesting. I think we have a hand that I want to try to fold you out. So I'm going to go 3-15. Hopefully fold you out. If not, I guess we'll see what happens. We do have a draw, so like if a 5 happens, that'd be good. And the best thing happened. He folded, we took it down. Very nice. Could have gotten very awkward there if he called. We would have had the sucker wrap on that one. That would have been a very dangerous hand to have. Definitely the kind of thing that can get you in lots of trouble. Because it looks good. But somebody could have the same straight draw along with better straight draws. So it probably would have been a spot where we would have just checked, saw what would happen on the turn. Because we'd like to see another card. But we wouldn't necessarily like to inflate the pot. And that is a good time to check. If you have something like a non-nut flush draw, that can be a good spot to check, or a sucker wrap. Sometimes the open ender is a good time to do that as well. This is one of the few Badoogies I will play, since it is 4 in a row. A lot of straight potential here. Something like 6-7 would be spectacular. We have 2 pair. This is actually also quite good. Jack Queen's already got us though, so I think I'm gonna go with a check and a call. Yeah, I'm still gonna call. We may still be ahead with bottom 2 pair here, or we're just drawing 4 outs. Boy, maybe I don't love this actually. Yeah, you know what? It's too much sucker end. It's definitely feels like we're potentially drawing dead. And like we've got a lot of stuff, but all of it is the wrong side of things. We have bottom 2 pair, we have sucker straight draws. Like even if the 10 comes, we can't even be super confident in it. So I think the smart thing to do is just get out of the way there. And they were betting into 4 people, so I'll give them credit for something better than that. And like I said, it's definitely an awkward spot, and that's why I'm folding, because everything is just awkward there. It's just all awful. And a lot of poker, honestly, is just staying out of trouble, so that's what we're going to do there. A lot of the time, the best way to get out of those weird and terrible and awkward spots is just to never get into them in the first place, so that's what we're going to go with on that one. As I say, keep it simple, stupid. It's a great way to live in poker a lot of the time. Take those good spots and don't bother going with the bad ones. That's interesting. We have a lot of potential. I'm going to call this. There's a lot of stuff that could happen here. That's a very good card for us. We now have the flush draw and a straight draw. We're going to pot and hope he folds. And we may bet again on the river if he does not. Great. Excellent. Alright, we're going to fold that. 3 of a kind, not what we're looking for. This is actually the second time we've had 3/10s this session, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're not playing this time either, so. I think we have the jack's slightly better than whatever the other side card we had the last time was that I forgot because, as I said, we're not going to be playing 3 of a kind almost ever. 3 aces with a button, maybe because you can bluff every flush draw that happens, but other than that, we're not going to be going with 3 of a kind basically ever. Interesting, so I don't even necessarily expect anybody to have anything here. I would think that would take it down. Yep, nice. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Let's see where that goes. A-okay with people out of position calling me as well. Good. This is better than... And it's better when they fold, so that's very good. Let's see what he does there. If he re-raises, we're going to repop because I'm okay doing the pump and shove. Or we'll just buy blinds. That's cool too. Anytime we're shipping a pot, even if it's just the blinds, I'm going to be happy with that. Because in Omaha, that means no bullshit just happened, which is a very common thing in Omaha to happen. So, just taking it down is always good. Interesting that we're blocking a lot now. Jack and Queen is now the current nuts. If you happen to have the straight draw, good for you. I expect us to find out very shortly if that guy does have the straight, which I'm sure he does. And the flush. Oh, gross. Free rolling. He was free rolling. That's once again the classic Omaha trap. They had the same straight, but one person had the flush draw. I don't know if there's much you could have done about that one, though. It was a short-stacked dude, so... Wow, that's spicy. Remember that thing that we just said happened? Yeah, that happened for us now. Good. Let's go. We now have the straight with a flush draw. Let's go. Ideally, they don't have a better flush draw. Oh, fuck my life. That's so gross. Now what? The fact that it's the ace is also just so interesting. I think I'm just gonna go check call at least one street here. Okay. I'm gonna bet 215. See if we can get a call from the same straight that has not the flush draw. No. Okay. That's too bad. No, that's fine. Yeah, my guess is they had the same flush draw with no... Or sorry, the same straight with no flush draw. And they played it the safer way, which is the smarter way. If that was the case, because in much the same way that we avoided the awkward situation against them, that will keep you out of the awkward situation as well. So they played that very well if they did indeed have the same straight there. As I said, that's exactly the way you want to play a flopped nut flush with no redraw. Just keep it just smooth call. You may be getting value from 2-pair at that point, and if the flush does get there, you'll keep yourself out of trouble. Don't necessarily even want to spike it because if they did, they would have lost all their chips there, as we would have been free rolling. I think I'm going to fold this. Well, not playing that. I was going to try to steal the blinds with with a token bet again, 150, possibly with the intention of sizing down in the future to 125 if that was another fold. Garbo. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Happy to have an audience tonight for some PLO. Apologies for messing up the go live message. I will make a note of that for the future to change that next time. Fortunately, we do have the Rise and Grind Saturday going next, so that'll be Saturday, and that's a special enough thing. I do want to. I don't think I'd forget to change that. Hopefully, I'd continue not forgetting that. That'll be a lot of fun. So, if you show up for that, I will have a little outfits related surprise every week on that. So, it's gonna be a lot of fun if you join me for that as well. I have a haircut this weekend, though, so I'm going to be calling it pretty much right at noon to make it to the haircut appointment. So, yeah, so that'll be that. Yeah, on Saturdays we're going to be doing 2 hours of PLO approximately, and then 2 hours of Final Fantasy XIV. Running a character from 0 to hero, and that it's going to be a very, very, very long grind. I get the feeling we're going to be in the first expansion, possibly for a year, maybe even longer. It's going to take a long time to grind through it all, but that's okay. We'll do it together, and I think it'll be a fun time. Also, it's an opportunity to actually talk with me live, which is nice. When I'm playing poker, I've got a 7-minute delay, which I have so that nobody can see my cards. At least I hope I have a 7-minute delay. I hope I set that. I think I did because I was playing poker last time. It is a 7-minute delay. You run a 7-minute delay, as I said, so that nobody can wander in, see my card, say, hey, look, this guy at my table, he's playing with his hand wide open. We are not going to let that happen. In particular, since we have ambitions of playing a bigger game at some point, and it's much more tempting to take a look at people's hands that are being shown when the pots are for thousands of dollars as opposed to just 100 tops. So, we'd much rather get into the habit of not showing our hand. Well, that's gross. It's looking like a set of some sort. Would not expect any less from a green tag person. Doesn't have to be aces though necessarily. Also, nobody raised pre-flop, so that makes me think that it's much less likely that anybody does have the top set of aces there. It's kind of hard to have a straight here. You pretty much need to have like 8-9 jack. Not many other straights probably. And that's very interesting. Our flush may be good here. Interesting, okay. So we have a draw there. Yeah, do I want to play this? Not really. Not really. 7-8's one of the few flops I'll be going to be happy with there. So we're just going to skip that. That one wouldn't have been so bad. But we'd be drawing to the sucker flush, sucker straight. Not loving it. Out of position, we'd much rather have a hand we can be confident in if we hit. Kind of want to try this. I think I'm going to be betting 150. If we buy the blinds, we may be sizing down the next time we have this opportunity. If someone calls, I think that 150 is going to be our sweet spot against these two players. If we do find ourselves in this spot. We have 3 pair. Neat. Yep, we're going to pot that. I feel like we're ahead a huge percentage of the time here. I feel like we're still ahead more than likely. So I'm going to pot it again, and then we'll see what the river brings if she calls again. That's interesting. That's not great. That means the overpair counterfeited us. I still think this is worth a check, though. If they have an overpair, that really sucks. If they have a draw, we're going to win. And I don't think we're going to get a call from worse, so I'm going to check. That's chop. Nice. Good hand. Gotta give the nice hand to everybody who chops with us, so we're going to do it there, too. Well, I feel somewhat fortunate that we did not run into the ace at that point. Not much else was going to go wrong for us there, apparently. Do we have a flush draw as well? I don't know. But... Yep. That's okay. Yeah, we're not going to be making much out of these two people, but they seem to have a bit of a clue, so... That's okay. That's not who we're here to play against. We're here to play against this guy, and I think this guy too. Thinking more S&P here. Still going to give it a little bit more information to nail that down. But I feel like green tag is probably what we want to be giving him. That's a very possible thing as well. With his min bet on the flop the one time. So we'll add that. A little bit of information there as well. I feel like we may have seen enough out of him to give him a tight note. Haven't seen too much out of him. So, I think he's worthy of that note. I don't even remember how he doubled up in the end. But he has not been playing very many hands. This is complete garbo. Nope, not playing that. Definitely good at making second best hands, which is absolutely not where we want to be out of position. Or in position, really, but the nice thing about in position is that sometimes you can get away with playing junk like that, which is, I guess I'll call it inverted junk, because it's the inverted way we'd prefer. It's kind of okay if it's like 2 high cards, 2 gaps, a bottom card, and then a couple, another gap and another bottom card. It's like an almost kind of sort of okay hand. Depending on the table, maybe playable even in earlier positions. If you're facing off against the types of opponents who will not put us to many tough tests. But not usually a hand we're looking to play. This one I will raise, I believe. If we raise, we should be able to buy the button effectively, so we're going to try that. Hopefully they fold. That's not what we're looking for. That's going to be too bad. Well, hopefully we get some good. That's not something great. That's not going to be good enough. Now I have 2 pair. It could be alright. I'm going to check again. 10 jacks already got us. They may bluff here, so I'm going to call 1 bet. On the assumption that it may be a bluff. Don't think I want to call your bet. I may... Oh. Never mind. I was going to say, I may call your bet, but I think you were thinking the same thing that we were, that... Oh! My hand might be good. With the pair of kings. Let's see if we buy it or if we get some action here. Let's see. I'd love some action. Looks like they're probably going to fold, though. Yep, that's alright. We'll take the blinds, that's alright. We will definitely take the blinds. I'm going to say no to that one. Kind of interesting. 3-4 would give us a funky draw. Boy, that would have been our flop. Boy, boy. Boy, would that have been that would have been the flop I was hoping to see. That's too bad. We would have had the open-ended straight flush draw with the pair of aces. That would have been pretty cool. We would have been shipping that one, but that's all right. On the assumption that something would be good there. So this hand's pretty much trash. And I'm gonna play it anyway. And we're gonna flop to a pair like a champ. Let's go. 235. Probably not gonna call a re-raise. That looks a lot like set of kings if he does that. But I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. We have the backdoor flush. But yeah, no. You can just have it. Whatever. Maybe we should still call that just to go to try to get the draw, but yeah. Just not loving it. Could also have been a spot to check call instead, but I felt like betting it myself that time. And we will give him credit at least for... Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty narrow thing. There's only one set of kings left, but from what we've seen of him, I'm pretty feeling like that was indeed the set there. That was maybe a little overly tight, but whatever. I would like to play this. Again, we can get the main to Spain. Ideally, we get to fold them out and get it heads up against these two players. And get to play a hand. Also okay with buying the blinds because this is not a great hand. Cool. Works for me. Ooh, this is a great hand. Let's go. I'm just gonna limp it though. Just gonna limp that. Because we're out of position against a pretty loose player, so I don't necessarily want to be raising. Plus they have us covered, so you don't necessarily want to be playing a big pot here yet. But I will call a bet here with our overpair on the assumption that this could be a bluff. And we could get a heart. Heart would be nice. I am inclined to bet this myself now. We have a rainbow board. There's not really straights happening here. Nobody bet the first one. I will call this and see where it goes. We may just be ahead with pair of aces here, and if not, ace on the river is going to get us there a decent amount of the time. Could have K9, could have a set, whatever. Is it Dewey? Definitely interested to see what he does. I think it's just going to check. I feel like our pair of aces is good here. I don't think we're getting any money from anybody else. Good. Very nice. Now that'll show we're capable of limping aces. This is trash, that's why I'm checking. If it was anywhere near good, I would be betting that. But it's not. And now that you have checked me, I will bet 65 cents. Attempt to take it down with a bet. Not necessarily expecting a pair of aces to be good here. But probably it was. And if it wasn't, we had a lot going on. We had some draws, we had some backdoor draws, so could have gotten a flush, could have gotten a straight. Nice. That sounds awesome. Sounds very sugary. That sounds very sugary. So apparently this guy says, but also very tasty. You're juicing something. Yeah. You're juicing your sugar high, that's for sure. Very nice. As I said, he seems to be relatively snug. So I would expect if he's betting, he's got something pretty good. I've not seen much aggression out of him. And that's okay. I think, in fact, quite good. I'm just going to make playing against him very interesting. I'm trying to think of that last hand, though. He definitely has some bluffs in him if he's playing that last hand the way he did, though. That seems more like a bluffy kind of hand. Alright, we're going to raise that. Good. Ideally, we get a heads up against Bartledew here. We'll have position and a hand with some potential. I feel like he'd be a lot more money than that. Good. This is fine. We'll take it down. Very good. Another nice blind and a half for us. Very good. Those are definitely going to add up over the course of the session. We've got quite a few of those, so that's a-okay. It definitely is a nice way to add to your hourly if you can pick 1 or 2 blinds up an hour. That adds up. In fact, that might be your entire win rate, believe it or not. 1.5 big blinds per hour could very well be a winning player's win rate. Anything above 0 is good, and especially in the tougher games, it's going to be harder and harder to make it very much past a few big blinds. We're playing this one for sure, not for a raise again because we're out of position. We have bottom 2 pair with a backdoor flush and a backdoor straight. Sorry, it's an open-ended straight draw to the sucker end. I still think I want to call 1 street, depending on who's doing the betting. See how much he bets as well. If he bets small, that's going to make us a lot more confident. Yeah, that's not the turn we were looking for, but that's okay. Probably going to fold to a bet here still. Yeah. That's okay. Bottom 2 pair, we're just going to get ourselves into a lot of trouble there. Even if our straight hits, we can't be super confident in it because there is already a better one on the board, so we're just going to stay out of trouble and, once again, get out of the way with the sucker end of everything there. Boy, do I just want to blitz straight through. We got 45 minutes left about, so I could take a break, or I could just be like a champ, give myself a kidney stone, and then knock out the last 45 minutes here. I have a kitty in my lap, too. Yeah, she's a good girl. Which has been a major factor in the fact that I've just been going. So, yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. So, definitely having a lot of fun. Streaming poker for you guys, Wednesday night, PLO. A little bit disappointed in myself that I didn't change the intro, the go live message, but oops. I'll blame some technical difficulties on that. My microphone was not picking up, and I was in a little bit of a panic trying to get it figured out. As often happens, I just needed to cycle the main power coupling and unplug it and replug it back in, and then we were good to go. This hand's garbage, but it's a splash pot, so I'm going to see it. And there's some potential here. We've got the flush draw, maybe. We've got 2 in a row, a couple ways. We do have the gut shot with bottom pair now. We'll check and see what fellas. Boy, I don't love giving it up for that. I don't love giving it up to that at all. That's a very weak bet. Sort of want to... I can't rep anything now, though. I would love to try to rep something here, but we're not going to... Okay, now I've got something to rep. Now we've got... potentially... Now I feel like I can get this through me. Yes, good. Now that the board is paired... That did look like a good spot for it. I'm going to raise here. We have 2 type players on our left, so we probably should be able to buy the button. Great. And that's what happened. Very nice. Very nice. That's exactly what we want. Boy, is that interesting. We have top pair with a crappy flush draw. I think I want to check and see what develops. We now have top 2 pair with a crappy flush draw. I'm going to call that. As I said, we have top 2 pair. That might be good right now. Don't necessarily buy that you have a 2. If you do, good for you. I expect him to tell us right now if he does. Okay. Well, now I'm a little bit more inclined to believe you. Would he donk into us if he had it? He checks the king. I'm gonna call. This might be a terrible idea. I'm gonna call. Yeah! Yeah. Very nice. We sniffed it out. Very nice. Just didn't quite add up there. Very nice. Take a free look at that. Again, I'm going to check call. We have a lot of potential here. 3 could get us there. Spade could be nice. And also our opponent checks, so we're going to try to steal it. Yes, good. Very nice. We're going to call that. It's a very nice start. We have top 2 pair. I'm going to go with a check and probably a call. We have the gut shot plus top 2 pair. We now have the same kind of thing. A little bit less inclined to call now, though. Because, yeah, I'm just going to give you credit for it. I am. That green tag, I'm going to give you lots of credit for the ace there. Or pocket aces there. And the other thing, too, is that since it was not the ace of diamonds, there's a high chance of him having the flush draw to go with it. This hand actually plays pretty good in a short-handed, or a short SPR pot. We are just going to be able to go with it if we hit something, so I'm going to go and see what we get. We get nothing good. Okay, you can take it. You can take it, my dude. Not even gonna mess around here. We have not gotten the flop we were looking for. I don't expect you to go anywhere. We're gonna check. Now I have the wrap, though. Now I have the wrap, though. And now we are gonna actually go with it. I'm going to bet an amount that looks like we have, we're going to shove the river. I don't think we're actually going to shove the river unless we hit. But I am going to bet and try to get a fold here. And if he re-raises, I'm calling. So we've got enough of a draw to call off the rest of his stack if he does decide to go with the check raise. Because we've got very high likelihood of hitting. At least more than 2 to 1, so. Or at least enough to make a 2 to 1 call worth it there. In fact, I don't think it even was 2 to 1 at that point, so that's a very nice outcome to just take it down as well. I'm going to say no to this one. We've been raising a lot of our cutoffs, and this is not super great, so we're going to take this opportunity to show that, yes, we are capable of folding the cutoff. It's almost great. I might still play it on the button there, but as I said, we've been raising a ton of our cutoffs, a ton of our a good number of our hijacks. So we're gonna show them that we are in fact capable of not raising our cutoff. Rogue egg, rogue girl, haha. Rogue girl, nice to see you. Please drop a message if you're Flesh and Blood human. Let me know you're a person. Give me some more stats and such. That is a pretty terrible flop for us, so we're probably not going to go with this at all. Hoping for a free card, and there's really not very many cards I even like, really. Even if we hit our set, that puts us straight on the board, so we're just going to get out of the way there. And this is also no good. We're not going to play this unless it's free. It might be free, though, with this guy. Yeah. Love a free look at things. We got top pair, that's something. I don't know if that's going to be enough for me to want to call a bet, but we're going to check at least. I'm going to go and check, and I'm going to go with a bet here. 5 would give us a straight, and our ace may be good at the moment. And we've got the straight, look at that, wow. We have the nuts, that's great. I'm going to go 225. See if we can get a call from 2 pair or a set here. What? I've lost money? Are you kidding me? That's quite a surprise. I thought I've been doing pretty good. I don't know if that's right. I have a very hard time believing that. I feel like that's not right. Unless it didn't give me the money from the other session? I have a hard time thinking that's right. Well, whatever. I guess we'll find out once we end up getting the final results here in about 40 minutes or so. I will also send a message to Rogue Girl here after I raise the pot here. That is quite nice. We have top pair with a gut shot and a backdoor flush. Certainly worth a bet. We're going to go 2 1/4 and see what happens. We've got now a flush draw. That's spectacular. We're going to pot it. Again, we may be ahead here, and if not, we've got the flush draw and the straight draw. So just taking it down. That's a very nice outcome. I will raise this again. 7-8 would be great. We'd have the set plus the open ender. I am a-okay with that. 6-8 would also be quite nice, and we're certainly not going anywhere for that. This hand plays quite nicely against aces, and we'll see where it goes. Nowhere great. Hopefully we get a free turn. And if not, that's okay, we're going to go away. Because, yeah, that's not quite what we're looking for here. Nope, Garbo. That one's kind of nice. I wish we had a club to go with our ace, but it's still got 3 broadways and another card that connects pretty nicely, so there's a lot of straight potential here. We will take a look. That's not good. That's okay. Next hand. Actually gonna consider bluffing if it's checked around. Since we do have the ace of... Oh, that's unfortunate. We did not want the board to pair there. We do have the ace of clubs, so that could have actually been a good spot to bluff. So that's what I'm going to do right now. 305. Yes, very good. It also makes me think you're a little more passive. That was definitely a good bluff opportunity there, so I'm going to give that a question mark though, because this is just good enough for me to want to play. We did manage to get the top 2 pair. We are going to min bet this. Going to bet $1 half pot again. Since we do have top 2 pair. I don't even necessarily expect a straight draw out of her at this point. I feel like she would potentially have raised that. This hand is pretty garbage. I'm going to attempt to buy the blinds again, since that's been working pretty nicely so far. Oh, it didn't work this time. That's alright. Maybe we hit our set. Maybe we can get a bluff through. That's not good good at all, so that's why we're going to bet it. I'm going to go 185, which is about what we'd be betting. That I don't love, because it puts us straight on the board. I'm just going to check it. Ooh, that's a very nice river. Or is it? Boy, that might be the worst river, actually. That makes the straight so easy. Okay. We're just gonna do the conservative thing and get out of the way of that one. Again. That person's definitely... Our reads of them is that they're definitely good enough to throw a bluff there, but... That's a very scary board. Bottom pair with a gut shot to the sucker end of things. That's not good. So we'll take a free look at it. We would also like another 8. Could have been nice. This puts the Broadway straight on the board. And we'll just give it up there. We'll just give it up there. I'll give you credit for having that. This is not good. Cut off, I might play it. I'm not going to play it in the hijack. Well, that's hot garbage. That's alright. May get a free look at it if we're lucky. Nope, okay. But I'm not going to play it for any more than 3. Oh, it's aces. That hand is good, I hear. Yep, we're going to play that. Just going to call it, though. We're not going to be able to get the pump and shove with that happening. Ooh. Do I want to check raise, or do I want to bet? I think I want to. I haven't check raised yet. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. Especially since you bet it. Yeah, we're going to try that. Since it's such a small bet, we're going to size down a little tiny bit. Oh my goodness, we did it. Hell yes. Let's go. 12, 35. Looking to get it all in. Right, meow. So yes. That'll make this shove easy. So 30 even, hope. Yes. Yeah. Very good. That 3 is a little bit scary, but, you know, green tag and we're not going anywhere, so... Managed to take it down. Whew. 3 was definitely not the card we wanted to see on the river there, but I guess he just had to pair for something. Or a worse flush, that seems very possible as well. He may well have had the worst flush there. Maybe the king high flush with pocket kings. That seems very possible. Takes it down. Good for him. 2 pair plus a flush draw. Wow, that's pretty nice for him. Alrighty. That's a pretty nice outcome there. Up a second buy-in now, I think, on the night. Very good. This is a very nice hand. We're very happy to play this one. And we're also very happy to take the blinds down. And again, we're absolutely calling 3-bet with this. This is a great start. We're going to have a low SPR pot, so we're probably just going to ship it if we hit nicely. We do not hit nicely. We've got gut shots. So hopefully we get a free card here. Yeah, I'm very happy with a free card here. 2 of clubs. That's not the card we want. think I'd like to take another free card. And the ace of hearts. Yeah. Now, at this point, if everybody checks, I've got to try it. You know me, right? So we're going to go 9-15. Hope to take it down. And obviously we have absolutely complete garbage. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we had... That's the only way we're winning that hand. So we took a shot, and it worked. Hell yes. Nobody seemed interested in it, so it was a great spot to do it. This is a very awkward spot. We have an overpair, but it's a bad overpair. I feel like I'm ahead enough of the time that I can get away with betting this. I'm going to go 105. Hope to take it down, and if not, I'll bet another heart. And obviously, if we get the 8, we're going to bet it. So we have a queen now. We also had 2 people calling, which is I don't love. But we do have the queen as well now. We have top pair to go with that. I think I'm just going to check. Maybe ahead here. Don't love the club on the end. I'm just going to give it up. That's okay. Run out didn't quite make us happy, and that's okay. And we also had 2 people calling, so that makes me suspect some slow play or potentially like aces or kings there or something. It is a good spot to check call with aces. It's a very awkward board. 6 isn't necessarily the type of card people will have very often. Much like in Hold'em, the all-low board is a very nobody's got anything kind of board. Alright, we got about half an hour left here. We're up a couple buy-ins and change, which is very nice. Currently back up to around 1,700 if we manage to hold here the rest of the night. So that would be pretty nice. That'd be a good night. 300, it would be about one really hot night away from making it to the next level, which would be cool. Alright, that makes it easy. Let's get out of here. No temptation playing this not so great suited ace for a 3-bet, since that's going to be aces a huge percentage of the time. You're my baby girl. That would have been a pretty okay flop for us. We would have had gut shot to the sucker straight with a 5 and a backdoor flush draw. Could be an interesting spot for Rooster to check raise as well, if they were so inclined. Feels like a pretty weak bet, but I also wouldn't necessarily expect aces to go anywhere in that spot. This guy's been 3-betting us a lot as well. Nah. Just make some funny mouth sounds and fold on that one. Almost looks pretty with the double suits and the ace-king, but 7 and the 9. Not super helpful there. Definitely a case of 2 Hold'em hands doesn't make a good Omaha hand. Oh my goodness, oh my damn. It may be aces versus aces. It can't be aces versus aces. We have an ace. So if someone's got aces, someone's got kings is my suspicion. Yep. How did that happen? Side cards, wow. Side cards go. That was hilarious. I've got aces. It's like, I've got kings. Well, I've got aces. Alright, how about the side cards show, figure out who wins. This is pretty garbage, so I'm not going to raise it. We now have a gut shot. I am going to bet 60 cents here. Hope to take it down. And if not, we've got our gut shot to fall back on. Or, sorry, open-ended to fall back on. Great. This is good. This is very good. This is a very good outcome to get the fold there. Boy, this is... Ugh, I want to play this. It's a hand that I can get myself into a lot of trouble with, that's for sure. I do think I feel like seeing a flop even heads up here. We're going to have an interesting one against Rooster Rooster. We're both very deep stacked. We're going to want to be pretty careful here. That's the pivot card. We're going to want to put our thinking caps on here. I don't necessarily want to fold to a bet here. And also anything we make is going to be weird and awkward. Maybe I do just want to fold to a bet here, honestly. I'm certainly checking. That's for sure. We're the only one race to have aces here. But again, I think I'm just going to stay out of trouble here. We're going to bow to the person with position and a giant stack. There's a lot of potential trouble for us if we do make a big play there, so we're just going to stop. We're just going to skip all of that. Alright, I don't expect to get it heads up if I 3-bet here, so I'm just going to call. Oh, or that'll happen. Okay, well, we're gonna call. Got the suited ace and 3 Broadway cards. This could be a very big hand for us. Depending on what happens, it's not going to be a big hand for us because we have total crap. I don't think you have the 8, but I'm still inclined to think that whatever you've got, you're not going anywhere. Betting into 3 people. Not sure if you have played against this guy or not. Yep, there's the aces versus the queens. Oh, it's a boat. Whoops. They did have the 8. Ha! Nice. And once again, I've got aces. Let's go! Oops, sidecard boat. Womp womp. So damn lucky. So damn unlucky on that hand. Really unfortunate for him there. Not thinking that was the smartest of moves for him to be calling with just the overpair there. Basically expecting them to have aces a good chunk of the time. And this time they happen to have the random oops sidecard boat. So this is interesting. We've got a lot going on here. We've got top pair, we've got backdoor gut shot with the backdoor straight. I'm gonna go ahead and bet $1 here. We're ahead a decent amount of the time, and if not, we've got a lot to fall back on. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, walkies. I'm okay with walkies. This hand is probably not worth playing out of position against Rooster, so we'll fold. I think I've seen enough to give them a pink tag as well at this point. As I said, they're multi-tabling, which is usually a good sign that at least you're pretty confident in what you got going on. And they definitely have been taking good bluff spots, which makes me think they've got an idea on that dimension. This hand's bad, but as I said, we've been really successful buying the blinds here. I'm actually going to size this down a little bit, go 140 this time. See if we manage to take down the blinds again with a slightly smaller bet. And we do. Okay, good. I think that's going to be our new sizing as long as we're at this table for about the next 20 minutes or so. As that is going to be the most likely outcome, that we will simply buy the blinds, and that's a-okay. In particular when we have a hand like that, which is not so great. Yeah, with this kitty on my lap, the kitty stayed on my lap the entire stream. Very nice kitty. You're a good girl. The only downside to that is that it makes me... It would break my heart to take a potty break, so I haven't done that this time. But that's okay. We're getting close enough to the end now that I think it's worth it to just push to the end here. Finish out the last 20 minutes and then call it a night. Try to wake up at 6 a.m. Get my workout in. Get back on that train. And we're not playing that junk. Pretty terrible hand there. Would be moderately tempting if the pair was an offsuit pair so that we could get set plus the flush draw, but it was not. Nothing good happening on that one, and nothing good happening on this one either. So we're going to give that up as well. We are not giving this one up, though. This is a suited ace with aces and another pair. We have quite a lot going on in this hand, so we're going to go with the old pot size raise, trying to get it heads up with Greg here. So let's see if that manages to happen. That does happen. We have not a great hand, so we shall check it. See if we can get a catch a bluff here. Not going anywhere for one bet. Let's see about 2 bets though. Two bets, I think. So the interesting thing is we get the pair of fours. We could attempt to bluff the straight, but I'm just going to give it up for the first time here. I will give you the benefit of the doubt on your first hand. At least for 2 pair, if not the straight there. In spite of the fact, as I said, we were blocking the straight, but I still think that the prudent thing to do is to fold there. Now, if an awkward hand, top pair with the over pair, and the backdoor flush. Again, I'm inclined to give you credit for now. That may change as the night goes on. That was a very good board to bluff on as well, so if he is the bluffing type, that could have been a spot for him to give that a try. Definitely also seems loose so far. It's fortunate that we have position on him as well. He definitely seems like a person we may be playing many hands against. So let's get some reads. Could also be the straight for DD. May also be tilting if they don't believe them. Holy shnikes! Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. That could have been heartbreak from a boat there. Might have been the old Titanic crashing into the rocks. We have the sucker straight, but 4-7's a weird one, and we have the flush draw as well to fall back on if we are behind here. Also, that guy's short stacked, so I feel like we're just going to eat it here. It's hard for him to have us beat every way possible. Yeah, not going anywhere. It's not great. That's great. Yeah! Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, as I said, it's hard to have him have us with the straight and the flush draw. So that was and as I said, him being short also makes me just want to eat it there. Like 3-7 is not the kind of hand we'd expect him to play unless it was like ace 3-7 specifically. So yeah. And as I said, it's hard for him to have both that and the flush draw to go with it. So even if we were behind at the moment, we had a decent shot at being good if our flush hit at least. So, bam, right back in it. Yeah, this person seems very fishy. I think that is an accurate read based on what we've seen so far. And that made me make things a little bit awkward playing against him. Oh, that makes things easier. Because it may be hard to tell if he has the nuts or something he thinks is good. Okay, about 15 more minutes here. I hope I didn't screw myself and the stream tonight by working on the intro message, but if so, that's all right. We'll get it next time. Somewhat unfortunate that, but that's okay. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some more people in here again Saturday morning, 8 a.m. bright and early. Get our Rise and Grind Saturday going with some fun outfits and yeah, we have a good time, just like the last time. Yep, we're not going anywhere. It's Omaha. We have position. We're not going anywhere. Mr. Greg with probably aces. So we're just gonna give it up there, and we're gonna give this one up as well. That one's terrible. And so is this. We're not playing that at all. This seems very bad and we're about to have the button. So let's wait for that to happen. And again, we're going to be sizing down if it folds to us. We're just going to try to steal the blinds for 140. Otherwise, we're going to fold. This hand's bad. But we've been having such success stealing the blinds, I'm inclined to keep it rolling if we have anything even remotely almost playable, which is not this, but whatever. Like I said, we've been having such success stealing the blinds, I'd still be inclined to give it a shot with this. What a pot. Oh, gross. Bam. Yep, pump and shove, blowing up in Rorum's face, unfortunately for him. Still a good thing to do, still, you know. A little bit unfortunate for him there. Yeah, let's keep trying that. Trying to get it heads up against Greg here with a raise. It may not be the best of ideas on second thought, but too late, we did it. So, we've made our bed, we've got to lie in it now. It's not a very good one, it's a bed of nails. That's okay. We're gonna check it. If we get another Dewey, we may be alright here. If we get a 7, we may try a bluff here. But boy, yeah, we're gonna go for a bluff here. I'm gonna go 5, 15, try to get it through. I'm very happy that you folded since you're the person I'm most concerned about in that spot, giving us a call. So hopefully we get one more fold. Now we have a second pair. That actually may be good. It's a high enough possibility I'm actually just gonna check it. Yes, very nice. Wow. Oh, we hit the straight as well. Okay, that makes some sense. Yeah, it's a lucky river for us. Very good. I feel like our fluff on other cards would have also been successful though, so with just a pair, as long as the straight didn't get there, I don't think he was gonna call another bet there. And that also may make him more inclined to call us in the future as well. We were actually ahead, believe it or not. We had him out kicked, which is kind of funny. As I said, he did have the straight draw as well, which is what made that card that worth calling with. And this is a very good structure. 6-8 would be nice. Of course, we get none of that, but that's okay. It's not super likely to happen. And since it hasn't, I'm really not inclined to bluff you right now. If you check the river, I just may, though. And we do have a gut shot as well. 6 gives us a straight. So a free card would be very nice. I will now give a bluff in attempts. 315. Please, everybody fold. Thank you. Very good. this is hot garbage. But it's so cheap. But it's just out of trouble. Oh, that's unfortunate. That would have been a great one. Or it would have gotten us in a huge amount of trouble. Bottom set in Omaha. Yikes. We might have been paying him $20. Is what might have happened there. Yep, I think we may have faded set over set there with the fold pre-flop. And this is hot garbage. Let's fold that. Show them we're not playing every hand on the cutoff. Winding down here, just a couple more orbits, 2 or 3, maybe 4, depending on how fast things whip around here. We're playing that for sure with a raise, hoping to get it heads up against Greg. Rooster, I think, may be done with our bullshit. So that's not happening. Now what? I've got the gut shot, I've got no flush draw. Really only happy with a king of not spades. Let's check and see what develops here. I don't think I can give it up for one bet, though. In particular, if the ace came on the turn. Yeah, boy. If there were 2 clubs on the board, I might be giving it a try, but there's not. Alright. You can just have it. Yeah, like I said, may want to dial the raising frequency down a little bit from the earlier positions. Rooster does seem to be disbelieving us. That's A-okay. Yeah, we're not playing that crap. But that's good enough, so we're absolutely doing that. That is a very nice start. Yeah, they're definitely floating us here quite a bit. I do want to check raise them at some point. I don't know if this is the point. Or if I just want to bet it. Boy. And like I said, she's just... I think I do want to bet it. I do want to bet it. I'm going to bet $3. Because I feel like he's going to protect us from her making too many spicy moves. Since he's been rather fishy so far. I'm going to go with the check there. And I'm also going to go with the check here. We could get the 9 or the 10 for the gut shot. I'm going to bet now because you have not shown any interest in the pot. And we will also be betting the river as well. 145. No, that's unfortunate. Oh, he got there. Good for him. And now he may be less inclined to believe us, which is not a bad thing with a fishy person on your right to have that be the case. See if we can stack him once before we finish up at a couple orbits here. We're going to have a couple tries at it. And if not, that's okay. We're up a nice amount right now. What are you? You are SLP. This is hot garbage. I don't want to fold, though. It's a splashy splash. I gotta bet it. I gotta bet the splashy splash, Rooster. You could put us in a lot of very awkward spots, though, now. And that's one of them. We've got the gut shot to the sucker straight. I'd like to take a free card. Now I really feel like I need to bet this. We're gonna go with the full pot. We'll go with the full pot here. You may need to shove the river if you call me. Yeah? Okay. Hopefully we don't... Please fold. Please fold. Please fold. Oh my god. Please fold. Please fold. Come on. Yes! Yes. We are the greatest! Or not. Oh, that feels good. We had absolute dog shit there. There is no way we were winning if he called us. That was exactly what we were hoping to have happen there. Oh my goodness. That would have tanked our session too. That would have been tragic. And we managed to take it down. Yeah, we had no business winning that whatsoever, but we did. Hell yes. And this is hot garbage. It's almost good. Again, we'd be playing it if we had the button or the cutoff, but not under the gun. Or under the gun / hijack. Whatever position that happens to be. One, maybe two more orbits here. Then we'll be calling it a night. Around 11 o'clock. Depends on how long this one takes before... No, maybe this probably should be the last one. I'm just going to call it after this orbit. And I'm also going to call this bed as well because we have... the 5 to give us the nuts and also 2 pair here. That's pretty okay. Not necessarily believing he has aces right now. So we're at least going to take one more look at it. Ooh. Well, that means you don't have aces. I still think a check call is the thing to do here. He still may have ace-9, but I don't think so. He also may bet something like ace-king here, which has just gotten there. That's unfortunate if that's what he has. We have the undervote. Yes, very nice. Good, good. Very good. That is a great outcome for that hand. This is just playable. Just barely. I don't love it. This may be a horrible idea to play this hand, but it is 3 in a row. So I'm going to take a look. Again, they're going to be putting us in a lot of tough positions because... Alright. Now I've got to bet it. You didn't bet it. I got to bet it. Wow. Yeah, good. Very good. What do I want to do with this? I want to stay out of trouble. We've got a pretty nice session going here. I don't want to ruin it by doing anything weird and awkward. Yeah, that could have gotten us into a lot of trouble. A lot of straight potential there. Now even more straight potential. And we don't have the flush draw either, so... definitely avoided potential awkwardness there. I've been pretty happy with the way we've gone to the session. We've stayed out of trouble, taken down a bunch of pots, bought some blinds, got some nice bluffs through. Definitely a very good one. And we're going to skip playing this hand. Alright, last hand after this. Hopefully we get a good one. Something that's worth playing. And if not, we're just going to fold and be happy with our stack here. Yeah, we're just going to fold and be happy with that. Alright, good, good. GG, everybody. Alright, that's a very nice one. Up to 1752, beautiful. So, 250 away from $2,000, which is what we need to play the next level up. Hopefully we'll get there soon, and if not, you know, we'll just keep grinding away. So, yeah, thanks a lot for joining me. And hope to see you all Saturday for Rise and Grind Saturday. We're going to be having a fun outfit to make it extra fun, so a couple hours of Omaha, a couple hours of Final Fantasy 14, and yeah, hope to see you then. Have a good one.